YouTube, what's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Justice coming back at y'all with another YouTube read, another energy read. I hope this finds y'all to resonate in time of your day. Remember, all likes, comments, shares, and subscribes are so very appreciated. Energy is timeless, so please take what is for you. Take what hits your heart. If it don't let it. Don't make it. Don't make it. Please don't. Don't gaslight me in the comments. Please don't. I will delete you, or I will respond. I may. It kind of is fun, but either way, if you need a person with me, hit up Shamika-san with a C and Shamika@gmail.com. I appreciate all just like the, I don't know, the comments like have been just really like inspiring to me. Some of your guys is like just tapping into like the basketball one. I threw out the basketball one. I'm like, I doubt that somebody's playing basketball that's watching me. Like I just doubted it, right? And it was somebody for real, like a for real hooper. Like shout out to you if you're watching this, but like that's so funny to me. But we're gonna go ahead and get started. Angels of the highest of white light, please bestow upon me clear and concise channel messages as to what my collective needs to hear today. Thank you, and Ashe. Something about feeling alive. Feeling alive. Four of Pentacles energy. Maybe after a time of feeling jaded or guarded towards life experiences for somebody, or somebody's coming into a sense of themselves, or this could represent somebody feeling more energized by life, or there's some sense of like renewal in somebody's life that's taking place in some way, shape, or form. Something just dropped from like a far distance. I don't know how to take that message, but it's not you, it's your approach to viewing the situation. So there was some that represents to me in this situation, in this regard, this represents a perception shift or a inner shift for somebody I'm tapping into, that has been taking place or is currently taking place or has already taken place after a period of time that you were feeling either closed in within yourself. That could be self-imprisonment, that could be boxed in, feeling jaded to life. It could be just a period of darkness, but I'm getting like a closed off. It doesn't have to be that harsh. It could be for a few people. For a good amount it will be, but for a few it could be just like feeling like not trusting of others, or just closed off to experiences, or something of that regard, of that nature. So I think there's a sense of a shift, because like the first one, like there's a new Tyler the Creator album that came out, but the intro song, there's like the chorus goes like, do you feel alive? Do you feel that fire? Do you feel yeah, it's like, so do you feel alive? Somebody's feeling a lot more energized, somebody's feeling a lot more renewed, or there's something that may be bringing that out of you. Take what resonates, we're gonna see. The Four of Swords, exactly confirming that rejuvenation, restoration. So there's a sense of rejuvenation that is happening in somebody's energy field, dynamic, or just life, or this may be financially. This may be a theme of your whatever part of your life. You fit it where you fit it, right? A period of your life that was either tainted, dark, or you had a sense of taintedness or guardedness, jadedness around a certain aspect of yourself or around your life, that is now opening up in some way, shape, or form, right? It's plentifying, or it's renewing, or it's some type of restoration, rejuvenation. It's not really about outward like perceptions, is not what I'm getting yet, but this is for somebody's like confirmation for the work that you're either putting in internally that is being reflected outwardly. It's got to be. There's no either. That's what it is. With King of Swords energy, there's like I think this speaks to discipline. I don't think this speaks to the heart space. I think this can be, or I don't even think this speaks to the psyche. I think this speaks to the psyche of like a discipline on a spiritual level. Somebody's had discipline going through a certain regard of, I'm hearing turmoil, or even spiritual warfare, even, take what resonates, to get to the certain point of like balance within, something like that. There's some sense of integration that has been happening within, from somebody going within themselves, doing the inner healing, doing some type of inner work that is starting to, I guess, show itself in a more validating physical way. It takes some time for energetic work in the unseen to be physically validated. It takes some time. But I mean, nowadays, the bridge is starting to bridge. The gap is starting to bridge. It's starting to merge. That's what merging is significant. But the 3D and the 5D is starting to merge a lot more. So these things, these components that I'm speaking of, are a lot more transparently seen and felt a lot quicker than it ever was, right? Thus being the reason that this type of shift is happening, where I'm being presided before whoever I'm tapping into, right? So maybe this is significant for somebody to take this shift, or to take whatever these changes that are happening in life, in the earth, in the energy, in a literal way, and to take something and revolutionize that. Whether that's revolutionizing healing within yourself, healing past your lineage could, healing past the wounds that may have kept people generations before you enshackled, right? That could be just an example. Just take what resonates. That's just a general analogy for, I guess, the inner work, the correspondence to the inner work that is reflecting the outer, or is about to be reflecting in the outer, is exactly how I'm getting it. It is about to be even more reflected in the outer for whoever I'm tapping into. With the chariot energy, as you continue moving forward, there's a sense of determination, whoever I'm tapping into, a resilience. I feel very locked in with this reading. I don't feel any outside energy. And if there is, whoever I'm tapping into, very locked in. Usually I'd be talking about the perceptions outside, but I don't feel the outside. So somebody's got to be locked the fuck in, because usually I'm going to tap into the outside energy, right? But those that were once laughing at you are now admirers of you. I think there's a sense of focus that is being sensed upon your energy. I think people don't play with him, don't play with her. You know what I mean? I think they was playing with your grind, playing with your shine, playing with something of that, something in your time, right? There was something that was being played with about you that's not being played with no more. In terms of, maybe it's your beliefs, maybe it was something about you, maybe it's your healing work, maybe it's whatever this was. You may have been in a state of lack before, that this is being transformed. Or maybe this lack can represent, it doesn't have to be finances, it could be an inner struggle within self, you know what I mean? It could be, I'm hearing beauty struggle, you know, it's a lot of women that I tap into. So, you know, it could be worth, self-worth, self-love, you know, things like that concept. But you defeated some sense of odds, like I was saying. There's some sense of healing that's happening, or there's some sense of restoration. Either you're coming out of a dark period of time. That's for a few people. I don't think that's a general theme of this message, but a few people are going to resonate with that. There's some sense of the odd being, like what you healed or overcame, for a few people, right? For a good amount of people, I'm getting. But there's something about feeling more alive, right? When you overcome certain things that were meant to demean you and harm you, fully keep you destabilized, is what I'm getting. There's something so fulfilling about that if you can come out on top of it. That's what the point of the energetic work is. It may not be easy, and for whoever I'm tapping into understands that very well. It's not easy, but when you get the reflection after it, it makes it so much more gratifying to keep doing the work, right? And that may be a message for somebody. Just keep doing the work. If you're not seeing nothing, just keep doing the fucking work. You're not seeing nothing for a reason. Keep doing the work. Put your head down. Keep doing the work. Like, that's all I kept doing. That's all I kept being aligned to do. Just keep putting the work. If they don't see it, if it's not seen, if it's not shown to you, if you don't see it, keep going. Keep doing it, you know? And it may not be, like, not enough. It's not necessarily about that. But it's about proving to yourself that you're not going to let a lack, or a lack of not seeing it, derail you from making sure you're going to see it, so to speak. You know what I mean? Taking the bull by the horn, knowing that you have the control, because once you stop, it does stop, doesn't it? You know, once you give up on it, it gives up on you too. So that's a message for somebody, right? With the high priestess energy, stick with your intuition. And whoever I'm tapping into has been doing such. And somebody's intuition has been leading them to do some healing. Somebody's intuition has been leading them to do some inner work, some self-reflection, some accountability, and transmuting, transcending the energy and changing into a different direction. That's what I'm saying with transmuting, transcending alchemy. We're taking energy and changing it into a different velocity, a different direction, a different energetic state from one to another. That's what we do. And that's what we're here to do on a massive level. You know what I mean? They don't program us to think like that, because they don't need niggas to think like that. And you know what I mean? That's just the grand truth. What's a bunch of creators when you can have a bunch of users? You know what I mean? A bunch of people that are co-assimilators subjective to one system, or a few systems that are all controlled by a few more people, right? It's easier to just control things that way. But for somebody, I think this is some sense of, you know, I think I was bringing that up to say some sense of exodus, some sense of liberation was the word I was looking for, through this healing, right? With the Eight of Pentacles energy, this may have been a venture that you set upon a while ago. For some people, you may be setting upon this now. That's why those messages, like, keep going. If you're not seeing the validation, that's why I'm saying shit like that. But the Eight of Pentacles can represent, you know, you stepping into a multitude of different beliefs or facets, or new beginnings, or new just choices. New choices is significant. How I'm getting that, new choices. just making new choices and trying something. New outcomes are significant. Looking for a new outcome, or maybe new outcomes are being brought onto you in correlation to the inner work. Take what resonates. There's something about your radiance that's going to also reflect outwardly too from the inner work you do. It's something about your radiance that your skin gonna glow, you know. Something about your smile gonna shine. Something about your aura gonna be felt a little more potently. Something about your energy gonna be a little more potent. You know, you're gonna feel a little more grounded. You're gonna feel a little more comfortable in your own skin. You know, keeping yourself in a higher vibration. They like to keep you in a low vibration, and I say they systematically. It's very much helpful and beneficial to a system for a mass amount of people to be in a lowered vibrational state and not perceiving themselves as clear as God perceives them. That's all I'm saying with they. Right? With all the envy is proof of God's glory of your life. So there's a sense of like, people gonna envy this. People gonna envy how you come out of like certain situations that they predicted to affect you a little different, right? There's gonna be a sense of, or there is a sense of that already. Take what resonates. With pity parties, this may be in regards to people that treated you a certain way, that are playing victim. That's exactly how I'm getting it. But we're not going into that energy. With the fertility card, I think there's a sense of flow, keeping like how I just did that. Don't let that stop your flow. Keep going. Like I had a message like that before. Don't let that stop your flow. You got to keep in flow, keep in motion. There's a sense of fertility or like rejuvenation that is creating a fertility in terms of expanding your energy, expanding somebody's energy, widening it. So zooming out may be significant. Grounding yourself may be significant too. But people are in awe and shocked by your transformation and your healing abilities, or your ability to make it through certain experiences or whatever led you to the healing. For some people, you know, you just took upon like just deeper healing, whether that was just taking upon, you know, your own pathway to a deeper sense of connection to self or connection to source. You know, it didn't have to be triggered by anything, but a lot of people, it was triggered by certain experiences, certain concepts, certain things in your life that were meant to catalyze you to go within. I think that's my last message for somebody, that the inner work is starting to reflect outwardly for somebody. I don't know what I'm going to really title this one, but feeling alive, like that channel song is significant. Tyler, the Creator. Check out that new album, though. It just came out today. It's Friday when I'm recording this. Whenever you find this. You may not find it on a Friday. But anyways, though, if you need a personal, hit up Shamika Son with a C and Shamika at gmail.com. All your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes are so very appreciated. And it's your boy Justice. I'm finna get on some personals. Peace out, y'all.